Hey guys, Yummy here again, and today I thought I'd go back and play some Total War Rome 2, or as I like to call it, just Rome Total War 2. I mean, I think that'd be way simpler. It's been a while since I played this game because it was sort of broken for the longest time, but they just released the patch, I believe it's either 12 or 14. Yeah, that's a lot of patches. And it fixes a lot of the major problems with the AI, so they're not, retarded. And the game pretty much plays out as it should have been when it was released almost a year ago now. So I guess this is going to be sort of a review while I'm just talking about what I like and don't like about this game. So let's start out with the graphics. When the game was originally released last October, being the second of what I'd call the three infamously horrible releases, SimCity 5, Rome 2, and then Battlefield 4, the graphics were awful. For most people, even people with really powerful rigs, were not able to play it on Ultra because it had this auto setting that forced you to play on lower settings, and even if you managed to get it to Ultra, it still looked like it was on low, which is really hideous for this game, I might add. Well, that problem got fixed in a couple of weeks, but there were still many problems with the game, especially optimization. The game was very unstable, and for some reason, even at the lowest settings, you would go down to like 5 frames a second at parts. Even when nothing was going on the screen, there was only like a few units and stuff, it would get so choppy it was almost unplayable. But that problem's long past, and I can play this game on high and ultra, even extreme settings, fairly smooth on the largest battles of like 40v40 unit teams, which is like 5,000 guys. It does get choppy, but it's very select instances, and for the most part this problem's been solved. Now let's move on to the gameplay. When the game was first released, the AI, as I mentioned earlier, was just flat out mentally handicapped. Like, all it did was it would charge towards you, and then right before it reached your guys, they would stop and run away for some reason, and keep doing that the entire game, even when their units are exhausted. And this was extremely frustrating. That problem was fixed pretty quickly, and then also a major problem was this idea that they had for defending or attacking. For both instances, they had a capture point on battlefields, a flag in the middle of the map, and if you're attacking, it's your own flag. And if the enemy so much as captures it, even with one guy left, you lose. So the entire game comprised of sprinting as fast as you could to that flag and defending that, and that was all the enemy cared about. All the AI cared about was getting to that flag, even if it meant running straight through your guys and not even fighting, getting massacred just to get to that stupid flag. So it was just a major flaw in their programming for the AI, and that's been solved, especially with the removal of those capture points. The only game mode they still are in are sieges, and that actually makes sense. In other aspects of the gameplay, other problems have been fixed, such as the units used to be so close to each other in combat that they would actually go inside of each other, and the battlefield would look like a giant mosh pit. And this was kind of stupid. It was retarded looking. On top of the bad graphics and horrible AI, the game was just awful to play. It was really disappointing, especially after the guy in the video said that they put more effort into Rome 2's AI than any other previous game, and then everyone's like, well, that's a load of bull. So happy that that's fixed. That doesn't exist anymore. Units keep the proper space apart from each other in combat to where it looks believable, and that adds so much better to the immersion. In the campaign map, the AI is a lot smarter. They won't just like attack you with like one unit armies and stuff. which they would end up just getting completely destroyed. Diplomacy always makes sense now. The only thing that is a bit superfluous is the politics. I would rather have it take out of the game completely, because it doesn't really add anything to the game, and it's just sort of frustrating sometimes. So this is something that I would just rather have out of the game. When it comes to the cities in the campaign map, I really love what they changed it even whenever the game came out. The way you can grow your cities over time and you can actually watch them grow. It was really immersive, and the music in the game is pretty good. I prefer the music of the first Rome Total War myself because it was just so amazing, but I can tell they put a lot of effort into the Rome 2 Total War soundtrack, and it just, I don't know, it's kind of generic sounding, I don't know, but it does the job. It gets the job done whenever you're playing the game. It helps you keep in the immersion. So finally, about this game, I would just say, like, if I was to grade this game, I would give it an 8 out of 10 as it is right now. Whenever it was released, I probably would have given it like a 4 out of 10, but yeah, an 8 out of 10. For graphics that are pretty good, gameplay that is substantially improved, and the audio and music is okay. I would buy this game now since it is substantially cheaper than it used to be, and just to get involved in the Total War franchise at all is a great thing, because it truly is a great franchise. So I would recommend this franchise to anybody. Look into any of them: Rome, Empire, Napoleon Total War, especially Shogun 2. Shogun 2 is fantastic. So the Total War franchise as a whole gets a 10 out of 10 for me, because they're all just wonderful games that are really immersive and historically awesome. So if you like this, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and until next time, this is Yummy. Goodbye and good hunting.